Okay, how are you doing? We're just out here to clear up some error on the Tuco's 5 landings worldwide challenge. Um, you see on the left there's the trophy the winner will get. And let's go ahead and let's get into the rules. This is the same rules. I'm trying to make it simple and make them clear. And it's just not working. Okay, so you're going to set up a line on the field, and it can be marked like I marked it here with the koozie and the cup. And what you want to do is when you're landing, you want your wheels of the plane to touch as close to that line as possible with a nice smooth landing. The plane can touch there and land, roll past, but, I mean, not miles past, but, you want to touch down right here on the line. That's where you want to touch down. And the smoother and greasier the landing looks. But this can be either a marked line, or it could be if your runway has an actual line on it, line on the runway, you can use that. But that's where the wheels should touch. When the plane first hits the ground, the wheels should hit somewhere on that line for the maximum score. The rules. And I'm going to do a degree of difficulty for planes, just because in the past, when we've had a contest similar to this locally here, uh, where you had a certain amount of time to fly around and get a landing in a box. Some guy came out there with a little UMX plane and he won because you can fly it easier. And I don't know if he was landing in, I don't know. I don't care if you land in safe or not, but if there are 5 landing videos with 5 perfect landings in them, and there needs to be a tie break, then we're going to go, the other judges too, I'm going to suggest that we go to this degree of difficulty, um, based on the plane that you're flying with. And I've got warbirds, high wing, low wing planes, and those are all pretty much, if you're flying, a Mustang or a 109 or a Spitfire or something like that, that's a little tougher plane to land than a Cub, you know. So that's how the scores will, if we get all kinds of good greasy landings on the line, that's when this will come into play. It doesn't mean you can't fly a UMX plane, because it's going to be graded on a greasy landing. It can be a 2-wheel drop the tail greasy or a 3-wheel drop landing greasy, but that's where this degree of difficulty is going to come in, and in how landings are going to be scored. Of course, we want smooth and greasy landings where all wheels touch and the plane slows down almost to a stop before taking off for another landing will score the most points. Not a touch and go, but just you don't have to come to a complete stop. Just when you touch the ground, just slow down a little. Just after you get the plane under control, you can just release the throttle, steer a little, let it slow down just a little bit, and take off. Just so you can tell that it was not a fast touch and go, but an actual landing coming out of the taxi into another takeoff. That's what we want to see. And not slowing down, doing a fast touch and go will score the minimum points for a landing, because it's not a landing, it's a touch and go. It's not a touch and go contest, it's a landing contest. Then the flight video, it's one video means that you can't, go out and land 12 landings and then cut the best 5 out and submit that into a video. Of course, you can trim at the beginning of the video. Like when you get ready to fly, just starting the Tuco's 5 landing challenge, something like that, to say when you're going to start the landings and when you finish the landings. And then fun and entertaining videos will score higher than just the facts videos. Like right now out there in my playlist, the 5 landing challenge playlist, I have Ian's video. It was so funny when it started out. I was laughing till the second landing. And if you use music during the flying, the score will be lower. That's just the fact of life, Jack. If you want to, I'd say have a head camera works better, or if you want to put a camera on the runway to record if you can catch the whole landing, that's fine. but a head camera or someone videoing just so you can see you flying around and landing. And I mean that's all you got to do is that. And then let's see, there we go. I'm here now. So just film the video, show you flying. If you got to use the hat cam or whatever, use it. Do whatever you got to do. Get someone to video you, or the hat cam's fine. It's not a scoring. Whether you've got, like I've got my $1,000 Sony camera that I don't have anybody to operate. Just do the best you can do. I mean, that's all. That's all we can do, and we just want it fun and entertaining. And let me go back up here. You know, that's it. It's simple. I mean, it gets to be challenging. It gets to be challenging to score when you get multiple videos where you have greasy landings. That's why I added the line this year, because target landing is hard. That is hard to do, you know. But that's it, And if I get, we might vote on a live stream if we get, 3 perfect videos. Let everybody vote. It's going to be fair. It's going to be fair, and as fair as it can be made. I'll tell you that right now, because I don't want. Yeah, I don't want it to be a popularity. Like you go to your church and you get 80 people to vote for you, or you go to your lodge meeting and you get 80 people to vote for you. I don't want it to be something like that. So have fun, and we'll see you at the field. This is Jeff saying thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and good luck in the Tuco's Worldwide 5 Landings Challenge.